I want to use the rest of my time to talk about three interwoven topics: focus, faith, and future. You and I must keep our focus. In a world where we are inundated with what's wrong in our culture by traditional media, social media, and most likely the books on our own bookshelf, we have to maintain our focus. These inputs to us are important, but they should not consume us, because we have a greater cause. If we allow ourselves to be distracted by the things that are awry in this land, then our actions will be driven by fear. When we have truth in our arsenal, we should continually be moving forward as we remove fear from our vocabulary. This perseverance reminds me of a hymn, "Onward, Christian Soldiers," which was inspired by Paul's instructions to Timothy in 2 Timothy 2:3, "Thou therefore endure hardness as good soldiers of Jesus Christ." I do not stand before you to let you know that by being involved in the Constitution Party, that you have chosen the easy path, but to confirm that you are on the correct path. Around here, we would say, if it were easy, then it ain't worth it. Since we're a political party, the focus is simple: to get people elected, people of integrity, willing to bind governments to their constitutional authority. We will not accomplish the ultimate goals without taking daily steps towards it, meaning we must be continually adding to our ranks, spreading our message of hope for the nation, and combating the idea that government is the solution or savior. One of the ways to maintain our focus is to truly believe in our cause. So that brings us to faith. We can trust in the document by which we get our name because we have historical evidence on our side. I might classify George Washington as discouraged in early 1787. He couldn't service the national debt. Economic depression was enveloping the country. The currency was basically worthless, and there were rebellious uprisings. And France and Great Britain were drooling at our pending collapse. Yet by the summer of 1791, peace and prosperity prevailed across this land. We all know what happened in between. We were gifted with this document they understood and followed, called the Constitution of the United States. We should have full faith and confidence that this same document can cure the similar symptoms that had plagued us in 1787, albeit maybe the envelope of recovery might be a little longer than 2 years, as we have had decades and decades of overreach to roll back. I would be remiss to not address the very reason you are here today. And that reason is your Creator desired for you to reach out and give a better life to your fellow human beings. By having faith in your Creator, you now understand that each human has a value to He whom knit them together. As the English proverb says, you can catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. Fear might get temporary desired action from people, but compassion, empathy, and encouragement can give a lasting positive effect to their life. Give them the hope that is in you, the hope that you have for the future of this nation, and they may very well join you on the difficult path. Another way we can retain our focus is by not searching for self-serving, short-term solutions, but to work towards long-term results. So that brings us to our future. Our work is not just for this time, but for the future, as our founder stated, and our posterity, meaning children, grandchildren, and yet to be born. Looking forward to the future also requires us to go on the offense. Change will not occur without action. I consider it utterly offensive when we place people in segmented groups and then vilify those groups, when we should be going on the offense and trying to reach people on an individual level. The future looks very bright as long as we continue making steps forward and are armed with the words of the truth. Nothing is out of reach. Even the gates of hell stand no chance against Christians on the offense. And as proof that nothing is impossible, if you looked around this room, you'll find a very beautiful woman with long hair and a huge heart, and she belongs to me and I belong to her. With that, I say welcome to Colorado and encourage you folks of integrity to join me as we focus on liberty and prosperity that the Constitution of the United States can provide, with the faith in our Creator and Lord and the value He placed on every human life for the future of this great land and our posterity. Persevere, persevere. Again, I say persevere.